Breath of the Wild 2 has finally been revealed to us with actual gameplay, and even with that, there's still so many more questions than there are answers. Looking at the map, it seems like we now can traverse the islands in the sky, but also the ground below that we've already seen before. But some of the locations look like they might have been changed drastically, but still hidden from us from plain sight. And one of those locations that might be drastically changed is Death Mountain's volcano. Death Mountain as we know it is full of lava lakes and lava coves and all types of lava pouring everywhere when you look at it, and you can see it from miles away, but something might be actually drastically different with Death Mountain and the sequel, as we might not even have any lava on the mountain at all, allowing us to access new places in the mountain that we couldn't before thanks to lava blockage. So today we're going to talk about what Death Mountain can actually look like in the Breath of the Wild sequel and how it could be drastically different in an entire new interesting point of interest on the map that we know and love. Before we get started, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video and you want to stay updated on all things Zelda and Breath of the Wild sequel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get notified whenever I post. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and liking the video, so let's get on to what Death Mountain could look like in Breath of the Wild 2. But first off, let's talk about what we even mean by Death Mountain changing. If you noticed in the trailer, Death Mountain is very visible in a couple of scenes, well at least this scene for sure. You can see the entirety of Death Mountain, and you're not too far away as you're in the middle area of the map. And when you look up at the mountain, you'll notice that there is no lava at all. There's no lava shining, there's no lava going off. Death Mountain actually seems inactive, which is strange because this has not happened in over 100 years. Now, even though it's a lot harder to see from this angle, thanks to the orange sky and the fact that the castle, I don't know, is floating in front of Death Mountain, you can still kind of peek through the malice and see there's really no lava coming off, because I checked for myself, you could very well see lava, especially in the dusk of daytime. This view is very close, however, at Eldin Tower, so let's go back a little bit more. At Dueling Peaks Tower, it's still very visible that there's lava on the volcano. And of course, the Wasteland Tower, which is all the way across the map in the Gerudo Desert, you can still see lava coming off of the volcano, which is exactly catty-corner from Death Mountain. So the lava should be visible, and we don't see it at all, not one time in the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. Now, another scene that could be giving us more is a scene where Link is setting back time for a giant spiked ball at the Moblins and Bokoblins, but he is on some type of mountain range, and lots of people still have not pointed out where this was. If anybody in the comments knows, go ahead and comment, but I still don't think this is Death Mountain, however, because of the grass that's coming out of the rocks and the shrubs peeking over some of the rocks. I don't know if Death Mountain actually has any wildlife like that. But if you do know, comment down below, because I'm not sure, but if this is some type of evidence of a brand new Death Mountain, it's clear that the lava is all dried up and gone. Now that we have some evidence that Death Mountain might actually be inactive now in Breath of the Wild 2, let's talk about exactly what this means for the game and for the map itself. Most of the outside base of the volcano is covered in lava lakes and rivers, such as the Gallo River, the Darunia Lake, and Lake Darman. These areas are absolutely covered in lava, from lava waterfalls to giant lava lake openings where you can go down into small islands and walk across. But what if all of this lava was dried up or even gone, and you could actually go to more places below the lava under the surface? I mean, shoot, there could be caves or little alcoves that's underneath the lava that you can enter to go inside the base of the mountain itself. Maybe even an entire new area inside of the mountain that's just as big as the outside. But of course, let's get into the good stuff. What if we can get inside the volcano itself? Death Mountain's volcano is surrounded by lava on every single side as it's pouring down the sides of the volcano itself. And it is surrounded by Death Cauldra, a lava moat around the volcano, preventing people from just simply walking up. You're going to have to find a creative path up there. Obviously, we know we can get up there because you actually do it in the main game. The divine beast Vah Rudania resided inside of the volcano crater itself, and you had to jump down inside in order to even traverse that dungeon, and which means you can technically go in the volcano. Now, you can't do that afterwards, or you'll get blasted out, and it'll tell you to leave because of, you're too close to the divine beast when it's targeting the castle. But yes, we could probably go in this if there wasn't any lava at all. And you thought the outside of the volcano held secrets. Could you imagine what's inside? Breath of the Wild is known for callbacks to past Zelda games, and I'm sure there's so many inside of Death Mountain itself Death Mountain has been around since Zelda has started, so could you imagine what's inside? I mean, this is one of the only Zelda games that actually has Goron City outside, where most of the time, Goron City is actually built within the inside base of the mountain itself. Goron City and Ocarina of Time had tons of caves and underground networks that led inside of the mountain in order to get into the village in the first place, which worked as a mini ecosystem within the inside. And the same thing goes for Twilight Princess. We actually had a whole dungeon based on the inside of the Goron mines, which very well could make a callback in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 if they're still underneath the volcano somewhere. I mean, come on, tell me you wouldn't absolutely lose your mind if you could walk into Darunia's same room in Breath of the Wild 2. That would just be crazy. But what if something else happens to Death Mountain that we didn't expect thanks to Ganondorf, that we assume is actually in the game? What if Death Mountain actually changes environments completely? What if the snow shifts over to Death Mountain and covers it in snow completely, or the lava rivers turn into rivers of water? Let's take the Goron village for example in The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. It is completely frozen over with snow covering everything, and even the Snowhead Temple, once again, covered in snow. None of this was actually supposed to happen, and all happened thanks to Skull Kid and his crazy antics. And you can actually free this village from its snow and bring it back into its springtime fashion. What if Death Mountain was like this in Breath of the Wild 2? Whether it be covered in snow like before, where you have Snowhead Temple completely frozen over, which would completely add a brand new look to the region. Or you could have it look the way it does after you free and complete Snowhead Temple, where everything turns into springtime, where grass grows and the water flows. One of the things that I cannot wait to get into is how this game can introduce dungeons now with its already amazing world, and how it actually might uncover some dungeons that were hidden underneath places that we've already explored within the first game. And this would definitely be a location with an amazing dungeon hidden somewhere within Death Mountain's volcano. It would just make perfect amount of sense. But that is a discussion for another video. But today, we do have to look at this volcano and see all the magnificent glowing lava pouring from it, because for all we know, in the very next game, this could all be gone. What do you guys think this volcano is going to be like in the next game? Is there a sign actually indicating that this volcano is going to have a major difference, a major change completely? Are we going to be able to go inside of the thing? That would be pretty amazing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you all on the next one. See you guys.